Alright team, so what we got is a couch with a recliner and a recliner, and then the matching love seat with a recliner and a recliner. The dog tried to make that more comfy, not the current dogs, but the old dog. But the back's broken on that one there. So what I want to do is try and take the back off of here and put it on the couch over here, where this is just all broken. I mean, I could try and repair this part, but it's broken more than just that part. It's broken down there somewhere. I think I can just swap the backs and do a little bending maybe. We'll see. Let me get it apart. Alright, so I slid the back off. It just slides up off these. That one seems okay, but this one seems to be bent back this way. So the back of the chair would sit like this. I don't know if you can, I think you could see that right there. So I was just going to swap out these back panels, but now I flip the love seat up, and it looks like maybe I can unbolt. There's nuts on here on these two bolts like that. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like I could unbolt this chair off the end of the love seat, and I haven't flipped the couch up yet. But if it's the same style of thing, I could just unbolt this chair and swap the whole end piece. Let me flip it up. Alright team, this one is not constructed the same. It's got one continuous board all the way across the back instead of splicing here. I did measure the action part, the steel frame to the steel frame, so I could unbolt it. They're the same. I could unbolt the steel frame part and try and sub it in there. I don't know how that's going to work out with the fabric part though, because I think I'd have to swap out this as well. I think I'd have to swap it there. I wonder if I can just swap the whole arm too. Or I could cut it and try and splice the other one into here, because all they did to splice it was run a board across the back and bolt through both boards, and a board across the front. Anyway, I think what I'll do is I'll start taking the end off the love seat over there and see what we got. Alright team, we got the love seat apart. This is the base we're interested in keeping. It's the base the dog dug a hole in. It had that center console, which is all loose now. And then we got the two backs. I took the backs off. This is the back we're interested in having. This is the back that goes with the dog dug a hole inside. I think what we can do is unbolt the action part. So unbolt it here and here, down here, down here, and then just slide the action out of there. And then on the part we want to sub, we'll unbolt the board. We'll unbolt this board and unbolt this board, and then just slide it back into this frame. And that should replace it from here out. So we'll get a new arm with this one. The arm on this one is falling apart. The arm on this one is still in good shape. This one didn't get sat in as much as the other one. The seat fabric's in better shape too, and I'm sure the footrest is in better shape. Anyway, we did find another part. The springs are broken on this end. So, but it looks like I can pull the springs out of somewhere else. Probably the dog chewed up one, or dog dug one. And it looks like I can just pull some of those out and sub them over there where the broken ones are. Because the plan is to basically get rid of the love seat and make the couch into a nicer piece of furniture than it currently is. instead of having two junky pieces of furniture. That one's messed up, this one the back's broken. Anyway, we'll continue along because I think this will be a direct bolt in. The measure's the same, so I assume the bolt holes are in the same spots too. We'll find out. Alright team, me and Long Haul got it swapped out. We did get some more help. Bear's trying to eat all the dust bunnies. Oakley's taking a nap. Bucky is out patrolling the yard. Anyway, it did just direct bolt right in. These are carriage bolts. It direct bolted right in. So we just slid the old one out, put the new one in. We also replaced the springs. These two springs were broken. We replaced those. I keep flip-flopping because these don't seem to have as much spring. They seem weaker than the new ones. So I don't know if I want to swap them or not. I guess it wouldn't be that big a deal. We did end up taking the two new springs out of this dog dug up one. So it wouldn't be a big deal to take these out. Boy, those seem so much stiffer. Of course, it does have this support wire going through it. So when I pull this one up, I'm trying to pull up the neighbor one too. I had to get my big cutters to cut those wires because it is a real wire. It's thicker than a coat hanger. Or it's tougher metal than a coat hanger, I guess. It may not be much thicker, but it's definitely harder steel. So we're gonna vacuum. And then we'll flip this up, put the back on it, and we'll give it a test ride, I guess. Alright team, we're done. There was one thing I didn't notice. The love seat backs are wider than the couch backs were. Because the couch had this middle section that flipped down. The love seat just had that little island section. So both recliners work. I'm satisfied with the way it turned out. It's got that gap. I did take this apart, so I still got my table in the middle. But that's the way it's going to be. And like I said, I'm satisfied with that. Because both recliners work. It's in so much better shape. And that's it, guys.